Morning again. Hello.
It is the 28th of December. This is Rabbi Levitt, Nefesh HaChaim.
Okay, so we are in Perek Chaf Beis.
Tough base.
And just reading the beginning of from Chaf, reading from the beginning of Chaf Beis. Mishabo Moshe Bahorido La'aretz. From the time that Moshe Rabbeinu came along and he brought the Torah down into this world. And now, lo b'shamayim he, like the Gemara says in Bava Metzia, the Torah is no longer b'shamayim. And what that means, according to what we've been saying, is that no matter how big a chacham a person is, and how knowledgeable he is, and all the secrets and the kochas elyonim and the olamos, and according to his shorish nishmaso, it would be a great rectification, and therefore he can violate, like Yaakov Avinu did, so to speak, one of the mitzvahs of the Torah. No, he should not think such a thing. Chas v'shalom. Even to change the time that a mitzvah is to be performed, Kriya Shema has to be said bismano, in the right time. Ulazesai Torah lo kam navi kamoshe. Moshe Lam Dazal, Ela Mitzvah She'ein Navi Rishoy L'Chadish Davar Me'ata. Oh, that's what we're holding over here. We're talking about the fact that once Moshe Rabbeinu has given the Torah, it's no longer in Shemayim. And what that means is that no cheshbon, no calculation based upon the upper worlds and their rectification, etc., could justify transgressing the Torah after the Torah has been given. And then he moves on to this next thought, that since Moshe Rabbeinu, there hasn't been a Navi that has come along like Moshe Rabbeinu, meaning he was the one that gave us the Torah, and no one else can give us the Torah. Not to say anything new, not to add anything onto the Torah, and not to chas v'shalom take away from anything that he gave us in the Torah. And that's what we were up to. Oh, and then so then we got to this with Chizkiyahu HaMelech. Hooray, Chizkiyahu HaMelech. Now he's going to go into the parsha of Chizkiyahu HaMelech. Okay. Mayor, would you like to read?
Okay. And it's the Hare Chizkiyahu Melech. Okay. Says V'harei Chizkiyahu HaMelech Shara'a Beruach HaKodesh de Nafkin Minei Benin de la Ma'ale.
Oh, so what does that mean? This is all Aramaic over here. Hare Chizkiyahu Melech, Shara Baruch HaKodesh. He saw Baruch HaKodesh, the nafkain mine, that would come out from him, like nafka mina. What comes out from what we're saying? nafkin minay. It would come out from him, benin, children, Delo ma'ale, that are a nice way of saying they're not on the exalted side of being bnei aliyah.
Ah,
In other words, he saw Baruch HaKodesh that was going to come out from him, Menashe.
all right.
And what was his response to that? Ulechein lo siv isasa. Oh, you read that far?
No,
No.
I didn't. The V'lachem la nesiv isasa. Oh, that's in the Gemara. Guess I should have read that whole thing.
Yes, this is in the Gemara in Brachos, Daf Yud Amud Aleph, and therefore the Gemara says that Hiskio did not marry. He was the Melech Yisrael, but he was a great and righteous king. The Gemara relates that that in the time of Hiskio Melech, the Torah learning was so successful that from Dan all the way up in the north in Shevet Dan to Beersheba, all the way down to Beersheba. I guess that's as far as the Jewish people were living at that time. They weren't any further south than that. It would sound like, but in any case, it says there wasn't a tinok or a tinokis. Shelo baki behilchas tuma batara. Unbelievable. There wasn't a male child or even a female child that was not proficient in the intricate, complicated, very, very difficult halachas of ritual purity and impurity. But since he saw that Menashe was going to come out from him, he decided that he should not get married.
Wow.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, it's an interesting Gemara over there, but it's not our. I don't want to get sidetracked with this interesting Gemara over here, unless somebody wants to see it. Unless you say, "Oh no, let's hear this Gemara."
What's it about?
Well, this is the Gemara where Hiskiyahu is quite ill, and Yeshaya comes to him and tells him that he should set his affairs in order because he's not going to make it, and in this world, and not only that, he's out of the next world as well.
Hmm.
And he said, "For what?" He said, "Because he didn't get married." And he said, "But I 1 second, I saw in the Ruach Hakodesh revealed to me that it was not going to be good to my progeny." And this is the point of what the Nefesh of Chaim is saying over here. The Navi told him, which Navi was it? I think it was Yeshaya Navi. The great Navi Yeshaya told him, with all due respect, Your Honor, Your Highness, that's none of your business. What type of children you're going to come out with? That's Hashem's business. Your business is to do the mitzvah that Hashem commanded you to do, and the mitzvah that Hashem commanded you to do is to get married and have progeny. Don't poke around and look after Hashem's shoulder about his hidden affairs. That's not any of your business. And so it ended up he ended up getting married, and he ended up having Menashe.
Wow.
So that's basically in a nutshell. That's what happened in the Gemara over there.
Now we can skip that as far as I'm concerned.
Okay. I mean, we've I think we've learned it here once before.
Yeah,
Actually.
that's why I think we can skip it.
Maybe more than once. Okay. Famous Gemara. Okay. So we're up to Kavanosoi L'Shem Shemaim. Lou, would you like to continue the reading?
Certainly.
Excuse me, what page are we on? It's Alan.
Oh, good morning, Alan.
I need it off the computer, so if you give me the gate number and what that
Gate
section
one.
is.
Gate
Right,
one.
yeah,
Gate one.
got it.
Chapter 22.
22, all right. Okay, and are we starting from the beginning now? Or a little further?
We're starting with the Maisa with Chizkiu HaMelech.
In the English.
It should say there's something about Chizkiu HaMelech.
So
King.
see V'harei Chizkiyahu Hamelech. Is that where we are?
Yeah.
Okay. We see with Chizkiyahu Hamelech, Shera'a Beruach Hakadosh Hakodesh, that he saw with divine inspiration, Denafkin Mine Banin Delo Ma'ale, that he was destined to have wicked descendants. Ulechain Lo Nisiv Eat Saw. And so he didn't want to get married.
Right.
V'cha v'naso l'shem shemayim. His intentions were l'shem shemayim. Shalo leharbos rash'ei olam, to not increase the wicked in the world. Im kol zeh, nevertheless, ba elav Yeshaya bidavar Hashem, came upon him Yeshaya with the word of Hashem, Amar, and he said lo to him, Ki meis ata, you are dead, the Gomer, etc. Below techyeh, and you will not live. L'olam haba, in the world to come. Mishum delo asketa bifrisya uravi'ah, because you did not involve yourself in reproduction, procreation. Below ho'il lo kol otsem tid kosav. And There's no favor for him for all of his awesomeness, tzidko sav, and awesome righteousness. Hanoraim. That was magnificent. Lahavio lechaye olam haba, to bring him to the world to come, to bring him life in the world to come. Bishvil shesavar, because that he thought lehi pater, to omit mitzvah, a commandment, achas, one commandment, mitoras Moshe, from the Torah of Moshe. Af shekain ra'ah, even though he saw b'ha sagas ruach, with the kadsho, with the perception of divine inspiration, d'ifkun ameni banin delo ma'aleh, that wicked descendants would issue from him. V'gam shehaya, and also that it would be.
Hey, Roy, I'll let you in. Sorry. Okay. Sorry, Roy's coming in.
Okay. B'shev va'al ta'aseh. It would be passive. B'shev. It would be merely alosa, merely something that he didn't do, a passive violation.
Okay. Thank you, Rabbi Levitt. I'm sorry I'm late.
Good morning.
A plumber coming. Okay. All right.
Okay.
Alan, Maria, and Luke. So where are we then?
We're in
299.
Chapter
22.
sorry. Gateway 3.
Shar Aleph.
Oh, sure.
Perek. Shar Aleph. Perek Chav Beis.
22. All right. Yeah.
Okay, so we're talking about Chizkiyahu Melech.
Mhm.
And the whole parsha of his not getting married. And the Navi Yeshaya came to him and told him that he's going to pass away from the illness that he's suffering from right now. And not only that, he won't be Zocha to Olam Haba. For what reason? Because he was remiss in because he failed to involve himself in a mitzvah of peri berivia, of procreation, and this is quite incredible, says the Nefesh Chaim, based upon the fact that other than that, he was perhaps one of the greatest and most righteous kings that Klal Yisrael ever had. And just merely because he thought that he should exempt himself from involving himself in procreation, and even though that was itself only l'shem shamayim, that he did so because he saw Baruch HaKodesh, Hashem revealed to him that he's going to have Benin Lo Mali, not children that are going to involve themselves in evil doing, and he didn't want to increase the evil doers of the world. And in addition to that, Nefesh Chaim says, "V'gam shahaya b'shevi al taseh." It wasn't like it was a Torah negative commandment, and he had to actively violate a Torah commandment, such as eating something that was not kosher, or doing a desecration of Shabbos. It wasn't like that. It was a mitzvah saseh of procreation, peririvia, and he just didn't involve himself in it. So that's the most light of the violations that there could be of a Torah commandment. Okay, now we're up to Kitame Mitzvahs. And now he's going to say a big yesod over here, looks like. Kitame Mitzvahs. Okay. Roy, would you like to continue?
Okay, Ki ta'amei mitzvahs ad tichlis niskalu adiyan leshul adam ba'olam. This is because the full reasons for the mitzvahs have not yet been revealed to any living person. Af the Moshe, Rabbeinu, the Moshe Rabbeinu Olav Shalom, Rak Adam Harishon Kodem Achat Vahu Chaim Hamo Shumon Ba'anava Ba'anavan Mishay Shah Yemei Karashis so the full reason for the mitzvahs haven't yet been revealed to any living person, not even to Moshe, our teacher. They were only revealed to Adam after his sin, and these reasons
were before his sin.
Were revealed to Adam before his sin, right? Before his sin, and these reasons were divine, the wine. I haven't said that. Voracious. Since the 6 days. Oh yes. So these things were the wine unreleased from its grapes since the 6 days of creation, and the primordial light which enabled Adam to see from one end of the world voracious and voracious lamed dalad ayin base v'ha'ar shemish b'yam rishon shehaya adam harishon tofeh umevit ba misof ha'olam so you could see from one end of the world to the other end of the world. Right, that leads us to the next paragraph, I suppose.
Okay, so the the full extent of the reasons, ad tachlisam, to the very end of their reasoning for mitzvahs, the full picture of why every mitzvah was given and what's the reason for a man to do it was never revealed except to Adam Rishon, and I guess he didn't give it over to succeeding generations, so we don't have it. And therefore, what? Now he goes on to his next point. Ki Torah Akdosha. He's in the middle of explaining the matter with Chizkiah Melech, I believe. Okay. Ki Torah Akdosha. So, Alan, you see where we are?
No, I'm trying to find it right now. And she is what gives to man an extra measure of understanding. Is that someplace close?
Have you got the same page numbers as I have? If you have, that's on page 299, the Hebrew on 299.
Well, there's no page numbers here. I mean, there is, but
He doesn't. Okay, so I think that might be the place where I think you may be in the right place. Maybe she is referring to the Torah. The Torah.
What chapter did you say it was?
22.
You got the beginning.
Should be
Go down a few paragraphs.
The Holy Torah is emanated from the head.
there. That's it. You got it. Wow, very good. Well done.
For the Holy Torah is emanated from above the head, beyond all conceptual grasp. How would it be possible for this matter to be placed within a human's grasp, to change its code and the organization of its times according to the expanse of its knowledge? And it's just as Yeshaya responded to Chizkiah, why are you concerning yourself with the secrets of the Merciful One? What he has commanded you, you should do, and what the Holy One, blessed be he, decides is satisfactory, that is what will happen. So you have to listen to Hashem. I guess you have to listen to Hashem, right? That's what he's saying.
Right. Even if you think that it's not going to be good to do this mitzvah because you're Chizkiah Melech and you see Baruch HaKodesh, that the children that you're going to give birth to are going to be Rishayim. That's none of your business. You have to do the mitzvah that Hashem commanded you to do. The mitzvah is to get married and to have children. That's the mitzvah.
Mm-hmm.
What's going to be with the children? Leave that up to Hashem. He's the one that's running the show over here. Okay, so that's what it says over here. That Ki Torah Hakidosha Atzula Milamala Rosh Lamala Rosh Me'al Kol Hasagos. We have to understand that the Torah that Hashem gave us, even though He gave us the Torah, even though we try to understand it as best as we can, and that's the mitzvah of Talmud Torah. But we have to understand that at the end of the day, the Torah is way, way above us, and its ultimate, the full extent of its meaning is above us, beyond us. So therefore, how could it be that Shadavar Mosel Asogas Adam L'Shanos Mehilchosam V'Seder Zmanim Al Pi Rochav Dato V'Hasagoso. So therefore, how could it be that a man who doesn't have the full extent of understanding of what the implications and what the reasoning and what the everything that's that the Torah says, how can he decide that according to his understanding that it should not be done, this mitzvah? And this is exactly what Kamo Sheheshibo Yeshaya Lehizkiyo. It's exactly what Yeshaya responded to Chizkiyahu Melech when Chizkiyahu said, "But how could I involve myself in the mitzvah that Hashem gave me? Because I'm going to have I saw Baruch HaKodesh that my children are not going to be righteous children." So Chizkiyahu said to him, "Bahade kipshe derachmona lamalach." With the secrets, the unknown things that Hashem is in Hashem's department, what are you getting involved in these matters for, Chizkiyahu Melech? My dekadata iboilach lemevad. What Hashem commanded you to do, that's what you have to do. And what Hashem sees fit to do is that's what he is going to do. So he's continuing in this whole parak over here with the same foundational principles that he ended off the last parak with. The difference between before Matan Torah and after Matan Torah. He's talking now about after Matan Torah. Chizkiyahu Melech is after Matan Torah. And after Matan Torah, so that Hashem has made the world that his Ratzon is that everything should be done according to the mitzvahs that a person is commanded in. And a person has no, it's not his avoda. Hashem does not want him to make his own cheshbonos. And this, in fact, was the fallout of Adam Rishon. He made his own cheshbonos. He also had a mitzvah not to eat from the Eitz Hadas, and he made his own cheshbonos. They were totally l'shem shemayim, totally l'shem shemayim. We have no way to take down the cheshbon that Adam Rishon made. He did so in order to increase the honor of Hashem in the world. That's why he thought that it was the best thing to eat from the Eitz Hadas. But the only thing that was wrong with this calculation is because he had a mitzvah not to eat from the Eitz Hadas. That was the only thing that was holding him that was taking down his whole calculation. And that's the beginning of the world, and it continues. But then there was a time. There was a time that before the mitzvahs of the Torah were given, before there was Matan Torah, there was a possibility that the mitzvahs that were given could be violated, like we find by Yaakov Avinu, and Cain. Because the Torah had not yet been given, but now that Moshe Rabbeinu has brought down the Torah to this world, it's no longer in Shemayim, and that means that all the mitzvahs are mandatory without any exceptions to the rule, and therefore That's what he's coming out with over here.
Yeah,
Okay.
Rabbi, I think the next two paragraphs are very interesting. And during the period when prophecy still existed in Israel, a prophet was permitted only to innovate practices a temporary affair, and also even to transgress one of God's commandments. And then, which is
Mhm.
very interesting.
Yeah.
You can deviate, but it's not going to hold.
Okay, so he's going to, he's going to bring up what he's going to bring up. We're going to see what he's going to bring up over here. Okay, very good. Vadayin kishahaisa nevuah b'Yisrael. And we go to Meir to continue the reading.
You're muted, Maia. Maia, you're muted.
It's the old red mic.
Yes, it is. Vadayin k'shehaita nevuah b'Yisrael. But there was still more nevuah in Israel.
When there was still nevuah in Yisrael, yeah.
Okay, Haya Navi Rashai Lechadesh Davar Lehoraat Sha'a Levad.
Oh. So when there was still nevuah in Klal Yisrael, so now in that situation, a navi has the authority to be mechadesh a davar. He has the authority to institute a new matter.
Wow.
But it's only for harasha. It's only for a temporary time based upon a very needy situation.
Ah. Okay. So a new matter. Okay. Let's go on. The afgam la'avor al achat mimitzvot Hashem. Kigon Eliyahu Bahar HaKarmel V'Kayotze. Ah.
Right. So even as we said before, not only to simply tell people to refrain from doing a mitzvah, like for example, don't do the mitzvah of shofar on Rosh Hashanah when Rosh Hashanah falls out on Shabbos. That would be an example of shei ve'al taseh, of just sitting and not doing a positive mitzvah. But even a matter which is more severe than that, more weighty matter than that, you have a negative commandment. The Torah says, don't do the following thing. Don't build a bama. Don't build an altar outside of the place where the Beis Hamikdash is supposed to be, where the altar in the Beis Hamikdash is, and the chas v'sholom to bring a korban on such an altar. That's a chiyuv koris. It's a lav sheyesh bo koris. Shutei chutz. Sacrificing an animal on the altar outside the confines of Beis Hamikdash. A lav sheyesh bo koris. And Eliyahu Navi violated that lav sheyesh bo koris in the whole episode of the Har Carmel.
Wow.
What he did over there. Because what did he do? He built an altar over there, and he offered a korban on the altar. And not only that, but the altar was accepted. I mean, the korban was accepted. A fire came down from Shemayim and devoured the altar. I mean, devoured the korban. But this, of course, was a haras shah. Eliyahu Navi, as much as we understand his calculation, wanted to, based upon what he says, that the Navi in Sefer Malachim tells us that he wanted to tell people, stop straddling the fence, stop involving yourselves in serving any other force, any other power other than Hakadosh Baruch Hu. And so he challenged the Nevi'ei Baal to build an altar and put a korban on the altar, and they were doing all their divinations and incantations and what have you from morning until the evening, and the korban just sat there on the altar doing nothing. And then Eliyahu brought his korban, and the fire came down. So that was the renunciation of the Nevi'ei Baal, that Eliyahu felt that he needed to violate a negative commandment that has as a penalty of chorus. He had to violate that negative commandment that has a penalty of chorus for this situation, the harasha.
Wow.
Okay. Amnam Zeh. Continue, Mayor, please.
Amnam ze atzmo hu me'asher nitztavenu b'torat Moshe elav tishma'un from Devarim.
So in fact, says the Nefesh HaChaim, this matter itself is one of the commandments that we're commanded in explicitly in the Torah. It says Elav Tishma'un, to the Nevi'im, the true Nevi'im of Hashem, you have to listen to.
Ah. Okay, shehu tzivoy v'azchara lishmoa el divrei hanavi gam kasher nitnabei b'shmo yitbarach la'avor al eze mitzvah.
So it says over there in this pasuk, Elav Tishma'un, that the Chazal learn out from this pasuk that we have a commandment, that we are adjured to listen to the words of the Navi, also when he claims that Hashem told him to violate a mitzvah, b'shahatzricha lekach, in a situation in which is necessary to do so.
Kamosha darshu rabotenu zikronam livracha in Yevamot levad me'avodah zara.
Oh, that sounds like that's the exception to the rule. If the Navi says that Hashem commanded me to tell you to worship Avodah Zarah, then you know that he's not he got it wrong.
Right.
Okay. Yeshkayach.
Okay, 11:31. I see. It's time to say Shkoyach. So Shkoyach to everyone.
Okay, Yeshkayach.
So go to Gemara now.
Have a good day, everybody. A good day to Mayor.
Rabbi.
Thank you, Rabbi.
Be well.
Thank you so much.
We'll be back, Bez Hashem,
Gemara, right? Okay.
with the Gemara.
Not tomorrow, Alan. In 15 minutes, 10 minutes. We got a Gemara class coming up, right? Am I off?
No, you're on. We can hear you, Lou.
Okay, good.
Looks like Roy and Rabbi are off. Or at least the sound is off.